Hi, good morning. Today's topic of discussion is advanced TDS. So today we are going to discuss our topic TDS on expenses at higher rate. When we have to book the expense, but the value of the expense is at higher rate, and we have to deduct the TDS at higher rate than the normal rate, then what we are going to do? The government have come up with a notification in 2010 stating that if PAN is not available, the TDS will be deducted at 20% on all the nature of payments. Thus, rule is applied so that every businessman must have a PAN number. As per the Income Tax Act Section 206 subsection A, the TDS rate will be determined based on the following criteria. The flat rate at 20%, rate of tax in force, TDS rate prescribed in the TDS section. The deductor and buyer has to find out the highest tax amount for the above given criteria and then need to select the highest tax amount among these three criteria. The question states that Dakshin Electronics Private Limited receives a bill from KPN's sole proprietor who is a resident for 35,000 towards technical services received. Currently, KPN's sole proprietor does not have the PAN number. So now TDS on expenses at higher rate means that when if in case the party doesn't have a PAN number, then in that case the TDS shall be deducted at the rate 20% as compared to the normal rate. The applicable income tax rate for the TDS nature of payment, fee for technical services other than professional services or royalty to company resident, that is deducted type, is given in table. The actual rate of TDS is 1.5%, and from 1st April 2021 the rate of TDS is 2% on the fees for technical services. Alright, so for this what we are going to do is we are going to open voucher. Here we are going to open F7 journal voucher, and from date 1st Feb here I am going to create a ledger of technical skills under indirect expenses. Here I apply TDS. Fees for technical services under section, I am going to tell you, section is 194J, and the remittance code is 283, with PAN details 1.5%, and threshold limit is 30,000. So the technical services, the bill amount is 35,000. It will come under sundry creditor. Here I'll enable this option, and he is a company resident. Deduct TDS in same voucher? No. I'll enable yes. I'll select here fee for technical services. So therefore we don't have a PAN details. So you can see that at the rate 20% tax has been deducted. So I will show you tax analysis screen. Here I will create a ledger of TDS on technical services under duties and taxes. TDS fee for technical services. So you can see that the tax has been deducted at the rate 20%. I'll show you tax analysis screen. Okay, so this way the entry has been saved. Now the next question is Dakshin Electronics Private Limited paid 28,000 to KPN sole proprietor but Kotak Bank current account check 525114 after deducting TDS at 20%. So I'll open my payment voucher. Here I'll select Kotak Bank current account. Here I'll select KPN sole proprietor. Against reference number I'm going to make the payment of 28,000. That's it. Now here the next question is Dakshin Electronics Private Limited incurred transportation expenses of 20,000 from Raj Traders transporters for the transportation service rendered. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm going to open my F7 journal voucher. Here I'm going to change the date from 2nd Feb. Here I need to create a ledger of transportation expenses. Under indirect expenses, Alt plus C, and I am going to create a nature of payment here, payment to transporter. So it will come under section 194C, 94C, and remittance code will be 299 and van number with PAN details 0.75% and threshold limit is 1 lakh. Alright. Amount is, what the amount is? 20,000. So you can see that the transportation expense is not exceeding the threshold limit. So this way we are not going to deduct the TDS. Here I am going to create a ledger of Raj Traders, Raj Transporters. Under sundry creditor, here I am going to enable this option. They are company resident. Here I'll do deduct TDS in same voucher to no, and add the PAN details. PAN details are AQ NP J8 78 20,000. That's it. This is done. All right. Now we are going to check the reports. For this I am going back. I'll go to display more reports. I'll go to statutory reports, go to TDS reports. We'll open form number 26Q. Here what I'm gonna do, you can see that deduction at normal rate is this. Total deductions at normal rate is 9,61,000 and total tax deducted is 52,988. Deduction at higher rate is nothing. So for that I'm going to open 1st Feb to 2nd Feb. So you can see that deduction at higher rate is nothing. Feb to 2nd Feb. So you can see that deduction at higher rate is showing at over here 35,000 and tax deductible as 77,000. Next, lower rate taxable expenses 50,000, zero rated taxable expenses 2,60,000 and under exemption limit is 20,000. All right. So as when you click on F2, then you can as per the dates, as per the time period, you can check your 26Q form number. All right. I'll go back. Next is now payment of tax to the income tax department. In January and February 21, we have deducted TDS for different types of TDS transactions against different nature of payments like payment to contractor, commission or brokerage, and rent of land, building and furniture, and fees for technical services. Daksha Electronics Private Limited have deducted the TDS of 54,263 towards multiple nature of payments in January 21. And the tax is paid to the government on 7th February via Kotak Bank current account. So for this I am going to open control like payment voucher. Here what I'm gonna do, Alt plus J, Control plus F, start payment TDS from 1st Jan to 2nd Feb, section all items, deductee status, all items, residential status, all items. Here I'll select Kotak Bank current account. So you can see that total tax of rupees 62,263 is going to pay to the government. So that's it. The tax payment has been done. Now I'm going to show you how you are going to generate TDS Challan ITNS 281. So for this I am going to go back, open my day book, and here here I am going to this entry I have opened. Now I'll press Alt plus P, yes. Go to preview and see the tax challan has been printed. This is the ITNS 281 TDS tax challan. So you can see this as a tax challan for total worth rupees 62,563. All right. Okay. So this way your TDS is complete now. So I hope you understood all the complete advanced TDS entries very carefully and in an efficient manner. I hope you understood each and everything very carefully. I'll get back to you with some interesting topics. Stay tuned with me in next videos. Thank you so much.